Hello guys, it's isiforex here again, doing the weekly analysis as say as usual. So what we are doing here normally is I'm going to be telling you what we expect to see in the coming week, the forecast that we're expecting to see in the coming week with these various five pairs there, which is the NZDCHF, the USDCHF, the USDCAD, the EURGBP, and the GBPUSD. What we're expecting to see in these pairs. Do well to comment, subscribe, share, turn on post notification, and then like, comment, which is really important. Like and comment, and then this will really help in pushing the channel out there, pushing the information out there, and then YouTube algorithm. Thank you very much. Starting with the NZDCHF from the weekly time frame, we can see, like the previous week, what I said was that we'll be pushing to the downside. We can see the weekly came has been this way in a kind of has been in a kind of expanding triangle pattern, and now we're finally pushing to the downside, which I said in the previous analysis that what you're expecting to see is is the week going bearish, and as predicted, that's exactly what happened. Going down to daily time frame, you can see that the previous week closed with a little range, and then the Friday closed the market out bearish. The week has been bearish. From the weekly, you can see that it has been bearish, and I took my sale. Yeah, going down to the 4-hour time frame, we've seen this double top here, and then price finally pushed to the downside. The double top formation here, where we expected price to push to the downside, and that's exactly what happened to price there. Remember that previous week, I think I did my trade breakdown of this trade here. Oh no, okay, no, not that one here. This was a trade I took as a last week, and it played out perfectly well. So yeah, there was a general spike in the NZD pairs. Remember my previous video, which is NZD I thought I had a loss on it, but it was actually on a break-even trade. It was actually a break-even trade, and I didn't get a loss on it too. So it was a break-even trade, and on NZDCHF, I didn't set my sell stop or sell limits, as I may say, but I watched out for price candlestick formation, and I adjusted as price kept moving on. So I took this trade, and it was a clean trade. I did hit my TP, mind you. So what happened here? At this point, we're expecting price to continue pushing to the downside, and as price broke this low here, as price broke the lows of this point here, price were expecting a retest to this point here, and that's exactly what happened. This is the point of indecision. This is where banks were left, investors were left at this point here, at this price point here. Banks were left at that point, investors, and that's exactly what happened. Around this price level here, people were left there, banks, investors, and price came back here, blew people's accounts at this point because this guy closed properly like a tweezer top. So we're expecting price. This is a good reversal candlestick. So generally, we're expecting price to push straight down. But you know what? Banks did the impossible. We're expecting price from here to push straight down. I did take my trade here, but it closed me out on break even. Immediately the reversal happened, and then I knew that we were going to revert from here. So around here, I started seeing the rejection from the weekly. From the week, I started seeing the rejection. I started stacking up. Stacking up. So I had double of what my normal profit target was supposed to be at 4 times. So what happened here was that price came, spiked people out, reached this point, grabbed liquidity around here, and then had enough momentum to push to the downside. So basically, price pushed to the downside, and and that's why when this happened, some people were still left behind. That's why you can see the rally back up to the upside, the rally to the upside before finally picking some people that were left also that had blown their account or that wanted to close their trades on a better note, and then price finally pushed to the downside. So for this week, we're expecting price to continue pushing to the downside for this week. But I'll be taking my sell trades once price has closed below this point here. Once I see price coming right below this point here, breaks out, come back for the retest. Once price breaks out, come back for the retest and goes to the downside, that's when I'll be taking my trade. So basically, guys, that's it for NZDCHF. And let's go back to the next pair, which is the USDCHF. USDCHF should have had the same effect as well as the NZDCHF. Let's see the USDCHF. I didn't take any trade on that pair last week though. So we're expecting exactly what I said, that we're expecting a breakout, because this was a descending triangle formation from the upside. So basically, guys, we're expecting a sell. That's what I'm expecting. I don't think I'm expecting a buy on this pair, because this is a descending triangle formation and finally a breakout. So most likely I'm expecting a sell. Go down to the daily time frame. As I was saying, price retested this serious support level. This is a beautiful support level in the daily time frame that has been respected multiple times, right from here to this point here, to this point here, to this point here. So most likely price was going to create a double top. So on Friday we had an indecision close, which is this. The Friday closed with an indecisive candlestick. So Friday close, so most likely we're expecting price to push to the downside. My bias on this pair is that price is going to be bearish. The US dollar greenback is going to be weak and price will be bearish. This is a double top formation. Expecting to see a kind of double top formation. So most likely this is my profit targets, and I'll be taking this trade. So you guys will all see my result on my IG page, and I'll drop it on my Telegram group, which the link is down in the description below. Go over to the 4-hour time frame. We'll see this exactly. You've seen this range, guys. You've seen this range. You've seen this confusion happening here. I'll just take my trade around this point here. Once the market opens, I'll take an aggressive entry with tight stop loss, probably right above this high here. I'll take my trade. Once I see retracement back to this level, and my profit target will be down. We're having a good profit target down to this price level here, most likely down to this price level here, because this is a major a serious resistance point, serious support level on the 4-hour time frame. So most likely price may be coming down all the way down to this price level. We'll go back to the next pair, which is the USD CAD. The USD CAD, I don't think I took any trade on the USD CAD, but what I said was that I'm expecting a bearish move in the yes, a bearish move in the USD CAD. But during the week, in the course of the week, what I observed was this price resisting this serious support. This is a major support level, guys. It has been supported 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is a major support level. So most likely I was expecting price to retrace up to this daily inside bar. I was expecting price to reverse up to this daily inside bar, and that's exactly what happened. And then we're now going bearish. Go back to the 4-hour time frame. We can see that price has been bearish and it hasn't broken any high. So price has actually been bearish. Price has been bearish. This pair is a pair that moves a bit slowly, so it's good to stay and observe what the market is doing so you won't take unnecessary losses. Price broke this particular trend line and then this upward move, and then came down boldly to this side, came back for the retest of this line here, and now we are pushing to the downside. So most likely when the market opens, I might be taking my sell trades with a good proper stop loss, and then target profit is down to this level 150 pips for the coming week. Top loss will be right above this candlestick here, because I know it won't be that high anymore. So that's it. This is the kind of USD that we're taking once the market opens on USD CAD. EURGBP. Go back to the EURGBP pair. Okay, on the Euro GBP, we've been bearish. We have been bearish on the Euro GBP. The previous week was bearish. Remember, we had a resistance at this point here. Like I said in my analysis from the previous week, I said that we're expecting price to be bearish on the Euro GBP. But I didn't take any trade on the pair because it's really a slow pair. You can actually imagine the entire week moving only 90 pips that whole week. So we move down to the daily time frame. I'm a swing and a day trader, guys. I'm a swing and a day trader. Moving over to the daily time frame, we can see that price was bearish. It's still bearish, and we're still pushing bearish. So most likely, I'm expecting price reversal at this trend line here to the upside. Most likely, what I'm expecting for this week is price will push down to this point here, and then we will be pushing to the upside in Euro GBP pair. So guys, that's it for Euro GBP. Go over to the 4-hour time frame. We can see the same thing. Price is bearish. Remember, your higher time frame is king. Like as always been said, your higher time frame is king. Go over to GBPUSD, which is our last pair. See, Euro GBP is really slow. It's really slow. It does a lot of backing and filling. Drop, backing and filling. A lot of backing and filling. Although it's a volatile pair, that's why when the euro and the pound sterling are being traded, those are the pairs that we have most volatility. So it's really a volatile pair. So it does a lot of backing and filling. Guys that are learning, I tell my mentees, these are things that I teach them separate. So if you guys want me to make videos on what backing and filling is, which pairs are most volatile, because sometimes people think that a pair that will just move and give you 700 pips at once. Yes, I know. It happens on gold. I mean, like currency pair that gives you 100 pips at in one candlestick. It means that that pair is really volatile. No, the most volatile pair, according to some people, is they say is Euro USD. Those are the largest market. Those are the big boys, and you see they move very slowly because it does a lot of backing and filling. And I'll explain this soon in my next video. I'll make a special video just to explain what backing and filling is, so you understand more. So we'll go over to GBP USD, which is the last pair for this video. GBP USD. So in GBP USD, as was said, market has been bearish generally. The week has been bearish, but the previous week closed with a kind of indecision, kind of candlestick, and though my bias is still bearish. Guess what? My bias is still bearish. I'm still bearish in this pair. I have taken a lot of losses on it, so that's why I have not traded it too. I'm just waiting for a clear set before I take my trade. Go back to the daily time frame in this pair. On the daily time frame, exactly what I expected happened. Price ranged down to this point here, rejected short to the upside on the daily time frame, short to the upside, and finally coming down again to the downside. So most likely, like I said, I'm expecting price to come down to this point here. I'm expecting price to come down to this, to test this trend line here. So what I'll be waiting for to see in the lower time frame is a break. Go over to the 4-hour time frame. What I want to see in the 4-hour time frame is this now. If I take this trade that is here, what I want to see is this: a break of this zone. Price breaking this zone. I want to see price breaking this zone beautifully well. Come back to retest. Then give me a reversal candlestick close for me to take my sell trade to the downside on this pair. And that will be about 150 plus pips. So that's what I want to see. I want to see this clear move. I want to see this clear setup here, this clear move. That's what I want to see on this pair here. So guys, sorry for this, my trend line, it's really rough. So that's exactly what I want to see on this pair. And once that has happened, I'll be taking my sell trade on this pair from this point here with proper stop loss. From that point here down to the downside, where I'll be stacking beautifully. my profit target is always 100 pips. So most likely I'll be taking out my profit. But depending on how price goes, I can wait and take my profit from this zone here on GBPUSD. Thanks guys. That's it for this weekly analysis. Do what to like, comment, subscribe, and share my videos. See you in the next video. Thank you so much. God bless. Have a lovely trading week ahead.